Halls Harbor, Nova Scotia, is on the west edge of the island of Nova Scotia on the Bay of Fundy. You're going to hear more about the Bay of Fundy a little bit later in this video. This is the harbor at low tide, and as you can see, tide is very low, and it's a little more difficult to see, but when high tide came in, it also brought the fog. But the tide came up 21 feet that day, and so all of these boats that you see here sitting on the ocean floor, or the harbor floor I suppose, were completely afloat. And these are active boats. They're in use on a regular basis, and they can only go in and out of the harbor at high tide, and if they're out when it's low tide, they're out. Halls Harbor is home to only a few hundred people, if that many, but the Lobster Pound right now is home to over 100,000 lobster. They hold the lobster in a pound from the spring catch, and then they release them onto the market a little bit at a time, primarily to control the price. But it was very interesting, and they had very good lobster. Fast forward just a bit, and we are on the other side of the Bay of Fundy in New Brunswick, and this is Hopewell Rocks, where you see these large rock formations. This is at high tide. At low tide, there's no kayaks down there around those rocks. There's just people walking around on what is otherwise the floor of the bay when the tide goes out. I spent a few days at the New River Beach Provincial Park on the east side of the Bay of Fundy. This is our campsite, very nice campsite. And we're on the west side of New Brunswick. Now you're going to see several pictures of what high and low tide look like at New River Beach, which is a difference of about 14 feet.